Oh, it's recording. I guess I'll play some music. Hey Google, play some music. I was just on my Pinterest uploading some stuff. Oh, I love The Offspring so much. I said it was done recording, but then I saw it turned out, and I was like, oh, I just want to use this a bit more because it's so much fun. Oh god, there's so much wire here. I got an extender for my headphone jack, but it's like way too long. Pouring gasoline to dance around the fire that we once believed in. It'll never be the same, yeah. Oh my god, what did I just sit on my phone? It's fully charged. There's a lot of moving around. One sec. Another round on it. Let the mother burn. Trying to swirl it. What you gonna do? Yeah, what you gonna do? Look at my Sonic my friend got me. Isn't he amazing? Goes with my shadow head. Besties. Ugh, they know I love creepypasta. As you can tell, Death Proof hat. Haven't seen the movie. I watched Everyman Hybrid. If you know, you know. This is an outdated list here. What's even on it? Chipboard, vegetables, glue, acrylic paint, free paint? What? Fabric paint. I don't know what that says. Face paint, yeah. White zip up, granola bar, stretch rope, what does it say? With handles? What does that say? Stretch rope with the handles? I don't know what that is exactly. Creepypasta to right, the Overalls Man. Oh yeah. Have you ever heard of the Overalls Man? Wow, it's a scary story. My friend and mine I wrote M squared, my squared. You can find it on Reddit, maybe somewhere. It's called the Overalls Man. We wrote it in 45 minutes. Under 45 minutes. So that's kind of interesting. Clean laundry. Mystery crust. Oh, that's because my fabric dye leaked in my drawer, my craft drawer, and it crystallized. Something like that. Anyways, I cleaned out my entire drawer. That sounds kind of gross. Not gonna lie. Ceiling rope. Ceiling rope is not what you think. I wanted to make a tripod, but have it come down from the ceiling. I did, and then I realized every time I touch my phone it's gonna start swinging, so it didn't really work. Not the best plan. I would understand. That's also Daryl, by the way, in The Office. Yeah. Mike came into my room one day and was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Oh, that's just Daryl from The Office. That is not someone I know. They did not collapse." Oh, also fun fact. This is the fishing lure. You can see I've kind of bedazzled a little bit. That's the fishing lure that I found when I went swimming because it sunk into my foot. And my foot now has a dot where it's still there. Let me check. Yeah, I think there's a little dot where it used to be. Let me take a look. Oh my god. Can I move this way? Good god. I think you could probably make it out. I think it's healed a bit. Yeah, because it's hard to notice anything. Oh, I think I found the little dot. That could just be my vein. Anyways, yeah, I went swimming. It sunk into my foot while I was swimming. Luckily, it was shallow enough that I was just standing there, but I thought I got impaled. I was like, oh god, I've been impaled or something. I thought an eel bit into me or something. I was like, what? I didn't know eels bit around here, so I was standing there like, this kind of friggin' hurts. It starts twisting around, and I'm like, oh my god, and I'm swimming with my sister, yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, Sasha, something's stuck in my foot. And I start screaming because, it starts twisting into the arch of my foot. And the first thing she says is, shut up! There's people down the street, be quiet. Or, down the street, down the river. And I'm just like, I said, I'm in pain, I get to scream if I want. My dad has to come home from work. He grabs the box. I asked Sasha for the loppers first from the basement. She walks across the road, like up to the house, to the basement, comes back down to the river with the loppers, the long loppers, and I go in there and I'm like, I don't want it to like fail and twist and like make it worse, because I couldn't see my foot because it was so dark down there. I didn't want to make it worse again. Like, I didn't really know what was going on. I thought it was a branch. Cut something. It didn't work. Got into a hard thing. Thought that would just make it worse. So I was like, okay, I can't do that. Anyways, eventually I felt it through. I'm like, I cut something. I'm like, I think it's a rope. I cut part of the rope. Nothing happened. I keep going. Nothing happens. I'm like, all right, because I could only do so much and get so close because I didn't want anything stuck to my face because I had to go underwater. So I would go and I'd be like, all right, go under, like feel around, like maybe open my eyes, risk. I didn't know. Who knew what was going on, right? But I knew that it was probably not a beaver, and I was like, I could be impaled. Who knows? You can't see anything, you just feel the pain. It's like, it could be anything. It could be worse than I thought, it could be better than I thought. Anyways, like, and the more I move, like, the water moving around, it would just, like, kind of twist sometimes, and it'd be like, ah! Anyways, my dad comes back from work. He has a box cutter. He dramatically dives into the water off the dock, which was the dumbest thing, because that causes ripples in the water, which would mean the rope would start to most likely twist. Luckily that didn't happen. Also, it's shallow in there, and there's something that latched onto my foot, like went into my foot, and he's diving head first into the water. Like, what the hell? I'm shivering because I can't move, like I can't swim. Anyways, so he goes in, he's like, it's rope. It is rope. He picks up my foot behind me, my foot's going like this. And I'm just checking the camera, and I'm like, oh my god, like, it hurts. He finally cuts off one of the rope. It turns out there's three hooks, 3 sets of hooks that have 3 sharp parts coming out from it, you know, like that. And it's just entwined into this rope, and the rope happens to be tied to a cinder block at the bottom of the river. Because that's the rope that was the old rope that held the dock in place. And I was attached to it with the fishing lure to the rope, which was attached to the big-ass cinder block at the bottom of the river. He finally cuts off the rope first. He's like, do you want me to get it out, like rip the fish hook out now? Or I'm like, no, just cut the rope, and I'll get up onto the dock, and then we can do whatever. So I'm laying on my back like this with the thing in my foot there, and my dad is just like, are you ready? I'm like, no, give it a minute. And then I'm like, all right, yeah, just rip it out, whatever. He takes it out, and the first thing I say is, oh, because it hurt a lot less than I thought. It hurt a lot more having it in my foot. So, taking it out was not a big deal, and then I was like, alright, well, problem solved. I put my Crocs back on, we go back in to the house, and I sit on the back porch and eat a hot dog. That was delicious. And I admired my new lure. I think it's beautiful, actually. It's a beautiful story. I'm not allowed to swim without a life jacket back there if I go alone. And also, it makes me think there might be more lures stuck, because it's a good fishing spot. So a lot of people like fishing there, and they go on the dock that my dad built. We don't own the river, that spot. We don't own it. Everyone can do it. So it's just something we gotta keep in mind, because it's like a little narrower spot off the main river, which is why it's like more shallow, I think. So when we go swimming, we have to just make sure to go straight out into the bigger part of the river, unless you want to risk getting a hook in your foot. I doubt it'd be super bad. You know, my dad, he said it happened all the time to him swimming. I just don't want it in my face. If it was my face, I would have just tore the thing right out, because, like, you gotta get to the surface, and that would suck, but, like, that's reality. But it was only my foot. thank God. What else was I thinking about? Oh, yeah, fishing and stuff like that. I mean, whatever. The hot dog was good. I was underneath some blankets. It was nice. My dog came. It was during the summer, obviously. I don't know. It makes a fun story. I got a cool lure. Oh, I remember now. I was thinking about going back in with, like, scuba gear, like goggles, whatever, maybe like a big ass waterproof flashlight, just to like check out to see if there's anything else in there that can be taken out, like hooks and stuff. But then I was like, I don't want to risk anything getting on my face and whatever. Like, again, like, it's just dark. It's like, ugh. Maybe I'll just catch another one with my foot. Also, I think it sparked a slew of nightmares. It doesn't really scare me, just dreams where I was a mermaid. Also, where I was a mermaid and got hooked several times, or I was just swimming and got hooked, like, a lot. One of the mermaid dreams was, like, super cool. Like, there was a pirate ship and shit, and, like, there was a plot line. It was sick. But anyways, I'm pretty sure that's, like, the reason. Oopsies. But that's the story. Hey, Google. Next. Hey Google, play some music. See what it plays this time. Yeah, hell yeah. Puddle of mud, man. I love puddle of mud. Ugh. What was I thinking about? Do I want tea? Oh, it was my Coca-Cola I put in the fridge. I'm not really a pop drinking person, but I got some pop recently, and I'm like, I want to drink some of it. Yeah. Magical. I wonder how much, like, juice is in this camera, and how much storage I have. Sleep vlog. Oh, my window's open. I didn't even remember having... No, I remember opening it. I just forgot. Yeah, we're gonna win out, yeah. Yeah, no, we're gonna win out, yeah. Yeah, no, we're gonna win out, yeah. Maybe I'm the one who is a schizophrenic psycho, yeah. So, in the mail. I need to figure out how to paint on plastic. Fabric paint does work. Maybe I'll use a little bit of that. I want to get some kind of clay to put over that mask. I want to make a mask. I want to make an eyeless Jack mask. Those are the two on the list right now. With those. Eyeless Jack I want to give to Ezekiel to wear. I think that would be cool. All he needs is a black sweater and the mask. There you go. Plus, yeah. So, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, maybe I'm the one who is paranoid psycho. You're the one, I know it's psycho. I would do a video going through my CD collection. Oh, speaking of Mouse Rat from my last video, Mouse Rat, I want a Mouse Rat shirt. It's still up on Poshmark, this listing for it, but I'm not going to buy it because it's $12 shipping and it's like already $15. I'm like, I could buy it somewhere else. I could make one myself. I could go to the printing t-shirt printer store in my town and do it. But I bought the CD for like $40 off Amazon. I didn't know they had a whole album. And I'm like, this is a perfect addition to my CD collection. I have like the best one of the best CD collections. Oh, well, I say that. I got a good CD collection, I think, because again, it's all the stuff I like. I need some Offspring though. I need some Offspring in there. Also, I want a Magnify zip-up hoodie, and I'm gonna ask the clothing printing custom print place in my town if they can do that over like zippered hoodies that zip all the way down, right? But I don't know why we don't call them zippies. I always want to call it a zippy, but I'm like, that just doesn't seem right. Like, let me get my zippy. Let me get my zip up hoodie. You know, that's what I call it. Yeah. Let me sing this a little bit first. I was sitting here by myself, and I thinking someone else. Now I'm gonna have to find a way to put the bottle down. And why can't you see? Standing in a pool of misery. Hey, I'm always afraid that you're gone away from me. I'm always afraid that you're lost in somebody. Oh, it shows me the remaining amount of minutes I have for this recording, which is 11 minutes 31 seconds. It's still ticking down, by the way. And then this recording has been 16 and a half minutes long. So half an hour for 2 gigabytes of recording. That's pretty good. I have 2 of them. That would be an hour of recording. I could probably get more. I could probably get like a lot more SD cards for this. I gotta order online, I think. Unless I walk into Best Buy and I'm like, do you have any 2 gigabyte, 2 gigs, 2 GBs of SD cards? And then they'd be like, what the fuck? No one makes those anymore, lady. And then I'm gonna be like, well, I need it for this camera. Best Buy, you're a tech place, why don't you have it? And then they'd be like, well, I'm sorry, we don't use outdated equipment anymore. And then I'd say, excuse me, this thing still works. Do you think that this electronic is disposable? Because it's not. So I expect to have working equipment for something that's supposed to last a long time, such as my camera. And then they'd be like, oh shit, you're right, let me call corporate. And then they call corporate, and the whole Best Buy like holds a revolution for like having all their products be good for like all generations of electronics. And I just saved the day with like preserving like electronics and stuff, and I'm a hero, and that's how it's gonna go down. Anyways, I also have a lens thing coming in the mail to replace for my Wii. The family Wii. I gotta fix it. It doesn't read discs. So I bought a new thingy. I gotta take it apart and replace the thing. I've cleaned my siblings' Wii. I gave to Kayla and Wyatt up in wherever they live. Because I got it doesn't work. Like it didn't read with my friend. Like I bought it from my friend for like $50. Unfortunately, like the Mario Kart Wii was not in there. It was just like an empty thing, I think. I'm getting off topic. Anyways, I didn't read it, so I cracked it open and like cleaned the inside out, and it finally worked. And then I gave it to them. And they were like, oh, I didn't get to see if it still works. Because, like, you know, like, you turn it off, turn it on, maybe sometimes it'll read it, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm pretty sure that was just the dirt, and so when I cleaned it out, it's, like, good. Oh my god, I love this song. Magnify, as I was talking about. Okay, I'm going to pause the story. Anyways, clean it out. They couldn't check it because the AV cables are on port is not on their TV. But I gave them an adapter now for Christmas, so it should work. Anyways, or during Christmas time. Oh, I love these guys. You never put me down. Like circuits bleeding over and over. One day I'm gonna take you down. This is who I am. Not a shadow of who I want to be. Try to understand that this is what you made me, and you're not ever gonna change me. Whole life. I like the demo version, I know the lyrics too. My whole life flashed before my eyes in a second. Everything is clear, all that I hope for is right here in this moment, and I've waited. No matter what you say, this is who I am, not a shadow of who I want to be. Try to understand that you don't have to save me. You're not ever gonna change me. Yeah, they changed it around a little bit. As you can tell, I'm a super fan. Super fan. I'm on like the Magnify/Zooters Reddit. There's like some people who just love their stuff. I love their stuff. Fun fact, they actually made me love music. Like before I would listen to like middle school, I'd be like, oh yeah, I listened to Carry On Wayward Son because it was in Supernatural, and while I did like that song and like Heat of the Moment and all that, I didn't really get into music. I'd listen to like some things from Frozen, I'd listen to like some Taylor Swift. Yes, I love Picture to Burn, Taylor Swift, but when I listened to these guys, I was like, I think I actually like music now, and I did have a playlist in high school and whatever, but I wasn't like a fan of like a band or like really like, ooh, I love this band, like I love this music, it's something I need, until I listened to these guys, and then I became like super into it. Like I became like an actual fan. I actually listened to music the way I feel like it was meant to be listened. My music eyeball opened, my third eye, and it makes me want to cry. I love these guys so much. They've got me through some hard times. This is who I am. Now listen to that guitar ending just fade out. It's so beautiful. Anyways, I'm running out of minutes on this thing. I think that's about it.